Welcome back to Adventure 6. Today's video is going to be a little different. Now that Owen has a 2020 KTM300, we're going to compare it to my Beta300rr. This is a 2023. Owen's is a 2020, and it's a 300xc. The gearing's a little different on the both. Mine came stock with a 14 tooth sprocket in the front and I believe a 48 in the back, and I went down to a 13 tooth in the front. His KTM has a 13 tooth in the front but a 51 tooth in the back, but mine still seems to be geared a little lower. Must just be the difference in the gearing of the engine. So what we're going to do is we're both going to ride on the same trail on each other's bikes and kind of describe what we feel the differences are. They definitely look different. All right, let's get riding. All right, so we're gonna start our ride. Owen's gonna start on his, I'm gonna start on mine. And we're gonna try to keep to the same trail every time. We'll ride like this and hopefully we can compare them pretty well. You ready?
Yep.
So the idea of this first lap is for both of us to get pretty comfortable on our own bikes prior to switching and trying each other's. Alright, you following me?
Yep. Now I am filming on the Beta300rr. Right off the bat, I can tell that his brakes are way more touchy than mine. And the front bars are lower. Didn't have enough traction. Do it again. Hit it harder. There we go.
Probably be more fair of a test if that one had bibs like this one.
Yeah, well, I probably could have kept going, but I felt like I wasn't going to make it and I didn't feel like falling, so.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. Now my foot is soaked. There is way more low end power on this than my KTM300. I feel like mine has more top and mid-range power than this one, but this has way more low end. on this bike. I feel like it's more comfortable than mine. I feel like mine, you're always on the go. This one's nice and I want to say comfy, but clutch don't get a wheelie at all. Just gassed in and went right up. I'm gonna have to use the clutch a little bit unless I'm mid-range. This one has more of a power band, I feel like, than mine. Sticks hanging out. Right now I'm in second. On my bike I'd be first right now. I don't know if I said this or not yet, but the clutch easier to pull in, I feel like. Throttle's more snappy.
Now I'm gonna ride Owen's KTM300xc. Right away I can tell your front end's just too light for me. Yeah, I guess that's something we didn't think about either. Owen and I's weight's not the same, so our bikes are set slightly different for each other's weight. This one definitely has more mid power than mine. This thing has way more traction than mine. What a difference a bib makes. Yeah, I foresee having bibs on mine here soon. What a difference. At least the difference in the back. It doesn't even spin. The more we ride this, the muddier it's getting. Huh?
It's so different.
Yeah, yours gets better traction for sure with these bibs. Yeah, with these air forks, I would need another 3 or 5 pounds of air in the front for me. Then my back shock's a little smoother. Yeah, I'm waiting to see how we do in this tight single track. I think my clutch is easier to pull in. Range on this is more than mine. I'd say that one has maybe a little bit more low end power. This thing mid-range has more than that.
Yeah, this has a lot of low end. I can feel it. It's like,
yeah, this almost feels like it's missing compared to the low end on that. And it has more of a zip of a power band than this. But I'll tell you what, this back bib, man, it's world difference between a tube.
Yeah. I'm leaning forward.
Yeah. Yeah, the suspension, the front suspension on this is just too soft for me, but the riding position feels a little bit better than that one. I don't know if the handlebars need raised a little bit on that one, or... All right, so we both finished our laps on each other's bikes. Both bikes run really well, but differently. I'd have to say we'll talk about the riding position first. The KTM seems to be a little bit more of a comfortable riding position. Owen, what do you think?
I think your bars are lower, seem lower, and the brakes touchier, front and rear. The clutch seems easier to pull in on yours too.
Yeah, I think the Beta's clutch is just a little easier to pull in. And I'm thinking about getting just a small set of handlebar risers, because I noticed that the riding position on the KTM is a little better, especially when you're standing. So power-wise, I noticed the mid-range on the KTM is better. It's more of a linear power. Although the low end, lugging around through the tight single tracks, is better on the Beta. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same, that your bike's snappier on the low end, and the traction with mine gets a lot more. It's noticeable difference between the bib and the tube.
Yeah, so power-wise, the KTM is just more linear, like more similar to a four-stroke. The Beta is more of a peppier, old-school two-stroke feel. Slightly more low-end luggability, more of a top-end. The KTM definitely has more mid-range. Like if you're going to go out there and try riding a wheelie down the road, the Beta comes up, the front end comes up a little easier. What else do you notice the difference between the two?
That's really it, other than that. Trails that would be second gear on your bike is first gear on mine.
And this is just the opinion of two average riders. We're just weekend warriors. We're not professionals. But both of them run good, just different. But all in all, oh, and you're happy with the KTM, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I bought the Beta brand new. It's a 2023. The KTM's a used 2020, which was in really good shape. It has a little over 100 hours on it. Still runs good and it hasn't been rebuilt yet. My Beta has about 55, maybe 56 hours on it. But we figured we'd just do a little bit of a comparison between the two. Hopefully everybody enjoyed our video. Maybe somebody out there will watch us and this will help decide what kind of bike they need to get.
Mommy.